My name's Charlie Mossbrook. If you're looking for a place to discover new music with interviews and live performances from different songwriters each week, welcome to Charlie's Open Mic. Hey, if you appreciate this content, please hit the subscribe button down below, ring the bell so you'll get notifications whenever I put up new videos, and check us out on charliesopenmic.com, and you can support us through Patreon. We really do appreciate all your help. Thanks. It's a mighty hard road that my poor hands have hold, and my poor feet have traveled on this hot and dusty road. Out of your dust bowl, westward we roll, and your deserts were hot, and your mountains were cold, and I've worked in your orchards of peaches and prunes, and I slept on the ground in the light of your moon, and at the edge of your city you will see us, and then and we'll come with the dust, and we're gone with the wind. California, Arizona, I made all your crops, and then it's up north to Oregon to harvest your hops, and dig the beets from your ground, and cut the grapes from your vine, to set on your table this light sparkling wine. Green pastures of plenty from dry desert ground, and to the Grand Coulee Dam where the waters all run down, and every state in this union as migrants have been, and we'll work in this fight, and then we'll fight on till we win. And it's always I've rambled this river, and all along this green valley, well, I will work on till I die. And my land I'll defend with my life if it be. 'cause these pastures of plenty must always be free. Hey, welcome to the show. Today we're not doing weekly shows. We're doing them every other day or so because I got nothing else to do. We're all stuck here, isolated and quarantined because of this coronavirus going around. This is my first evening taping of the show. Kind of dark outside, so I gave the set a little darker mood. This isn't the first time I've been through something like this. I mean, as far as the isolation goes, certainly the virus outbreak and the potential for the hospitals being flooded is all new to me, and the economic disaster that's awaiting everybody is new to me. But for me personally, I went through a similar experience 10 years ago when I had my spinal cord injury, and during that time, there was this real sense in my heart of isolation, of just being locked away, and it gets really lonely, and it's going to get lonely. I mean, we've just passed through a week of this, and during that period of time, with the spinal cord injury, and at that time I'm walking around on a cane. This is my cane, my crooked stick, I call it. I use a wheelchair a lot more often nowadays because this really became very impractical. I just couldn't get around with it. And my first winter of living with a spinal cord injury, I couldn't go out often unless I really had someplace I had to go to, like physical therapy or to the supermarket. And I was very deliberate with every move that I made. If I was going to the market, I had my shopping plan made. I went straight for what I was going for, got what I needed, and went straight home. Because it was hard holding myself up on my very, very weak, unstable legs. As time went on, I found myself isolated for longer and longer periods of time, and to the point where I would just leave the house and go sit on the park bench outside just because I needed to see other people. I needed to have some affirmation that I actually existed, because I was just living by myself alone, and I wasn't always seeing people. And I wrote this song about that experience. It's a song I call Easy Win. It's one of my favorites. I sort of wrote the song about somebody else to begin with, but when I get into the depth of the song, which is the isolation and that sense of loneliness and that need and desire to get out and have some human contact, that became much more about my own story. There's an old man pushing his walker up over Coventry Hill. He hasn't got long, he doesn't need much, but he still needs some kind of thrill. He says, give me a couple of tickets, one with an easy win. I'll scratch them all off, match 3 of a kind. If I do, we'll get to play again. Oh, he says I'm just killing time before it gets the best of me. My mind is slipping, I ain't as sharp as I know that I used to be. And these legs haven't many more miles, I've only just a little more time. So when my heart stops beating, ain't nothing I'ma keep, and I'm gonna leave it all behind. And the simplest moments, they always mean much more to me. Now that I'm running out of time, I got no rivers left to cross and no mountains left to climb. So give me one easy win before I die. I like to get out, 'cause no one ever comes to see me. I still need contact, I need to have you hear me speak. Just to know that I'm still here, and when you listen you make it clear. When you reach out and ask me how I am today. Oh, I smile and I tell you I'm well, 'cause your voice has made it so. It's all that matters in this single moment that passed by quickly though. So give me a couple more tickets and one with an easy win. 'Cause all I've learned, it ain't the money you earn, it's the chance to play this game again. And the simplest moments, they always mean much more to me. Now that I'm running out of time, I got no rivers left to cross and no mountains left to climb. So give me one easy win before I die. Give me one easy win before I die. So I hope everybody's doing okay and taking care of each other and doing your best to stay away from people you don't need to be near. For myself, my wife, my cat, and I, we're pretty much together here, and we really haven't seen anybody. However, I did have a good friend of mine, one of the venue owners, former venue owners. The venue closed a couple of years ago. Jenna just dropped by and dropped off some cookies. We've got a picture of her dad behind me. We had it on the last show too. Martin, he was the original owner of the Barking Spider, and Jenna was the owner after her father left us back in 2011. But really, I haven't seen anybody other than Annie and the cat, and I check in on my dad to make sure he's doing okay, and then of course we're online, and so I'd appreciate, if you would comment down below and let me know how you're doing, and let's all keep talking. Social media has its faults, but during this crisis, it's been really nice because it's really kept us all connected, and we all need that. So please keep using the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking, what you're going through. Let me know where your videos are at, if you're updating us on just what's going on in your life, or if you're playing music, or hey, if you're an actor or poet or whatever you're doing and you're putting up videos, share some art. We're all in this together. It's going to get tougher. It's not going to be any easier in the weeks to come, I fear. And we need to just keep together and keep sharing. So thanks for being here with us today. We'll see you next time. I'm not sure when I'll post another one. It could be tomorrow for all I know. I'm just going to keep doing this because that's what we're doing. Anyways, be well. Thanks for watching Charlie's Open Mic. As always, please hit the subscribe button. It is down at the corner of the screen. And if you go to the website, charliesopenmic.com, you can find our link to Patreon, and I'd really appreciate it if you would support the show. Right now, I need it more than ever. So thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.